Okay, so here we have a replay with the new Siege beta. You can see up here, development in progress. It's the new Siege. I think you can see some of the options in here. Well, maybe not, because this is just a playback. Okay. So this is the first siege of a major settlement for Morgar. I figured that Beastmen would have the biggest issue with the siege rework because they're no longer able to take their stalking units and climb over the walls. So what instead I've decided to do is I'm just going to posture and take my two main characters, the Gorbel and Morgar, and bang on this door. And then I figured I would sneak these guys up to these doors, this one here and this one here, and break them down and run in. And then these guys would race over this way to take advantage of the doors being open. And the idea is that I'm going to get into these doors before they can react. So you can see that I move over here, and Morgar, just by being near these guys, is going to do damage to them with his mortis engine effect. So then these guys are moving over and they're going to come to the doors, and then you notice we start banging on these doors. We're hammering away on these doors, and the AI is doing nothing. They're all sitting over here with Morgar. Nobody's reacting. You got a few hundred angry Ungor spearmen standing, banging on a door, another few hundred banging on a door down here, and everybody's just sitting back in here. Now, once the door here is busted open, I take Morgar and the Gorbel away, and now they finally have realized that something's going on, and they've started to come over to these doors. This one here, almost empty. This one here getting there. And as soon as this is open, I start sending the cavalry through. So, I mean, what exactly was supposed to change? Pathing, I understand, is changing. So I tell everybody to go through this doorway here. And then these guys here decide they're going to go through this door rather than this door. Maybe because this is blocked. Okay, I understand that. But I don't want you to go there. I want you to go through here. You can see that the pathing is relatively decent on some of these guys and not on others. This guy was just told to go here, so he's just going to go there. Now, I do understand that sometimes there's a barrier put up that changes what happens, but, you know, it took me forever to realize they were going the wrong way. I don't think that the AI has improved enough to make the changes to the ladders worthwhile. And I need to make a couple of statements about the ladders in the first place. I know a lot of people complain, well, where are they getting these ladders from? Well, they were carrying them in the siege train. I mean, you've got these massive armies running around with all kinds of supplies, right? They're not just a bunch of dudes with their weapons. They have food, they have tents, they have whatever they need to get along, and they would take basic, simple siege mechanics with them. So when you go to a siege and it's like, oh, where did they get these ladders from? Do you want them to actually show the mechanic of them carrying a ladder around? I mean, okay. You know, that's a game with fantasy in it. It's a game where people can be resurrected and after being killed because they're only wounded. And the one you're getting held up on is that infantry don't have a ladder when they climb the wall. You should be more upset about the inability of the company to program AI properly, to path people properly through these. If this is open, is it really better to have everybody start climbing the walls? It isn't. Go through the damn gate. That's why I busted the thing open in the first place. Anyway, the idea was to take a look and see if this had hurt the Beastmen. It should hurt the Beastmen because they're a stealth that climbs over the walls. But if I can sit here for 3 or 4 minutes banging away on a door and nobody reacts until we step inside the settlement, that's just ridiculous. I understand that they're stealthy, but surely smacking down a door would set off some alarm bells and people would react to that.